Welcome back to our channel. My name is Amardeep and I'm from Saluja Contracts. We have taken a very interesting topic today, that is extra items. So when we talk about extra items, what extra item means is that is something which is deviated from your actual contract. When we start off the work, हम लोग एक शेड्यूल बनाते हैं, एक प्लान बनाते हैं कि हम ये काम करेंगे. These are the finishes we have to do. These are the works we have to execute. और उसमें क्या होता है कि कई बार आफ्टर सम टाइम देयर आर सम चेंजेस रेफर्ड बाय द आर्किटेक्ट्स, रेफर्ड बाय द क्लाइंट्स. आप कहीं एक नई जगह पे गए, यू हैव सीन समथिंग न्यू एंड यू वांट टू इनकॉर्पोरेट दैट इनटू योर प्रोजेक्ट. सो व्हेन यू डू दैट, दैट इज कॉल्ड एक्स्ट्रा आइटम्स. नाउ इट इज नॉट अ वेरी प्रॉब्लमैटिक थिंग, बट इसका कम्युनिकेशन और इसका एग्जीक्यूशन, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू गो अहेड स्मूथली फॉर द प्रोजेक्ट. So now today we are discussing 3 tips how to avoid communication gap on extra items for your construction projects. To start off, first point is scope of work. When you talk about scope of work, बहुत सारी चीज़ें आती है इसमें. There comes the detailed documentation, then it comes to clear drawings, then you have to have progress meetings, then there are visual contacts with the client, the architect and the contractor in the loop. So let's start with the detailed documentation. Detailed documentation का मतलब क्या है एक्चुअली? मतलब ये है कि when you start a project, आपने एक डॉक्यूमेंट बनाया with clear specifications. आप क्या क्या करोगे प्रोजेक्ट में, what exactly you want from a contractor, what type of material you want him to use, what brands you want him to use. There are a lot of things, lot of materials available in the market for a same category. So you detail out all the documentation on that. उसके बाद क्या होता है, we need to execute the work. Then you have to specify how he has to execute the work in the manner you want or your consultant wants. तो वो पूरा specification detailed out वो करते हैं, ठीक है. Then it comes to the start of the project. ये दोनों documentation हम set करते हैं. We start off the project. Then we come up with the drawings. अब ड्राइंग्स में इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू हैव वेरी क्लियर डायरेक्शंस. डिटेल्ड ड्राइंग्स आर मस्ट फॉर एनी प्रोजेक्ट. सी द ड्राइंग्स हेल्प यू टू अवॉइड एनी काइंड ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन गैप. यू डोंट नीड टू आस्क कि हाँ सर यहाँ पे क्या करना है, हाँ जी आर्किटेक्ट साहब यहाँ पे क्या करना है. यू डोंट हैव टू आस्क देम, यू जस्ट हैव टू सी द ड्राइंग्स एंड यू गो अहेड विद द प्रोजेक्ट. सो दैट ऑल्सो स्पीड्स अप द वर्क एज वेल and avoids the communication gap for the extra item or anything else. Now then comes the progress meetings. Progress meetings, we guys usually do avoid progress meetings. We are busy in our day-to-day works and we don't want to get into that. But the progress meetings are very important. We have already created a video for the progress meetings and the importance and how to actually execute the progress meetings. Progress meetings are very important. When you start off the progress meetings on weekly basis or 10 days or 15 days, जैसे मर्जी करो, but do it. When you do that, आपको क्या होता है कि when you visit the site, you get to know कि मेरा ये प्लान था, ये मैं सोच रहा था कि मैं ये चीज़ें करूँगा, but अब मैं ये चीज़ें करना चाहता हूँ. And you exactly get to know what is the stage of the project. कि वो काम अभी एग्जीक्यूट हो गया या वो होने वाला है या उसमें अभी कितना टाइम है. यू कैन हैव डिटेल्ड टाइम लाइन्स फ्रॉम द कॉन्ट्रैक्टर एंड द आर्किटेक्ट कि यू गेट द टाइम टू टेक द डिसीजंस ऑन दोज एरियाज. सो दैट हेल्प्स यू विद द प्रोग्रेस मीटिंग्स. आप जब जा रहे हो, यू कैन ऑल्सो गिव देम अ लिटिल convey, you can convey them ki I am thinking of on these lines, so when you reach out to this stage, let me know. Don't go ahead seeing the drawings or seeing the tenders. So that helps you in the progress meetings. Now if we talk about visual contacts is more of the part of the contractor with the architect and the client. उसमें क्या होता है कि when you start off the work, you are going ahead, you are doing the project and you are busy and you are doing daily activities on that. But if you are sharing daily activities on your any kind of group or physically to the client with the architect, so they get to know what you are doing, what exactly you are doing, what is happening on the site, where the stage of the site is. So उससे क्या होता है कि जब आप visually detail रोज की रोज दे रहे हो, कोई प्रॉब्लम आई, कोई एक आइटम आया कि यू वांट टू, क्लाइंट सेड दैट यू हैव टू डू दिस, So you can already tell them that this has been executed, but we can incorporate it in the later manner. So this helps you. This is very important for the contractors as well, to have a visual contact with the client. That makes your life easy and the client's life easy as well. Now, let's come to the second point, that is change order systems. What change order system is? पहले तो change order is it is very similar to the extra item. It's a synonym of the extra items. So what system means is written change orders. You have to give written change orders to all the contractors. Whatever changes you are doing, that should be on the paper. It can be mailed. It can be printed on your letterhead, signed, stamped. So it gives you the clear communication that what you have directed them to do. What happens is when you go about the verbal thing, आप साइट पे जाते हो, आप कहते हो नहीं, I want this thing to be done in this way. Contractor says yes, you go ahead. You think you have done your job. कॉन्ट्रैक्टर अपने आप कर लेगा. बाद में आपको 15 दिन बाद या कुछ टाइम बाद पता लगता है कि कॉन्ट्रैक्टर हैज नॉट डन दैट वे, वो कुछ अलग था, और आप उससे पूछोगे हील से आप ही ने ऐसा बोला था. सो इट इज़ वेरी गुड टू हैव अ रिटन कम्युनिकेशन, क्लियर चेंज ऑर्डर्स आप उसके बनाइए, आप उसको हैंड ओवर करिए, गेट इट रिसीविंग फ्रॉम देम, सो ही नोज व्हाट एग्जैक्टली ही हैज़ टू डू. बिकॉज जब आप पेमेंट करोगे, सो एट द टाइम ऑफ पेमेंट दीज चेंज ऑर्डर्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Everyone will ask for the change orders, how you have been approved this, और किसने किया और क्यों किया. And the second part is client's approval. Before the start of work, try to get the approvals of the client. If not written approvals, at least from your side as a contractor, tell them कि मैं ये काम शुरू कर रहा हूँ, this exactly is the stage and this might be the cost. I understand that sometimes you can't calculate the cost at the start of work, but you can have the tentative cost and you can clearly explain the client that this is the tentative cost. This might go 5% above or 5% down the line. So that will also help the client to understand what the budget impact would be. The consultant can incorporate that in the budget, and your life will be easy when it will be done in the billing part, or the final जब approval होगा या आपका final bill होगा, that will be easier for you as well. So third point is single point of contact. See, that is very important क्योंकि from I have been working in this industry from last 14-15 years. What I have seen is पॉइंट ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट एक कभी नहीं होता. कभी कॉन्ट्रैक्टर प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर के पास जा रहा है, कभी वो साइट इंजीनियर के पास जा रहा है, कभी वो चीफ ऑपरेटिंग ऑफिसर के पास जा रहा है, कभी वो कोई सुपरवाइजर के पास जा रहा है, एंड एवरीबडी इज टेलिंग देम डिफरेंट थिंग्स. सो यू हैव टू हैव अ क्लियर पॉइंट ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट, वन पॉइंट ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट वेयर द कॉन्ट्रैक्टर विल गो एंड आस्क कि ये हमें करना है कि नहीं करना है. And contractor will be given the written directions, as I already mentioned also. So जब ये एक point of contact होता है तो clear contractor गया, he has given the questionnaire to the project manager via mail, via SMS or a written print out thing. जब ये दे देगा तो contractor knows कि भाई ये मैंने दिया है, अब मुझे project manager will reply on these points कि मुझे exactly करना क्या क्या है. And these are also documented and the accountability is already set. If someone is giving a wrong direction, he will be accountable for any kind of deviation or the extra item if comes up. So single point of contact is very good for your project. If you can do that, have a single common email ID and the seniors can share their IDs with that, and they can also communicate with the client and with the contractor from the same IDs as well. That will make your life very easy at the time of extra items to be done or approved. So these are the points what I have discussed about the extra items. So if I repeat them, first was the clear communication, have a detailed documentation, clear drawings, have progress meetings that are very good, and visual contact, as I told you, share the photographs, videos with your client, with your consultant. Then have a system, have a change order system. In the change order system, I want to add one more thing. Add a clear written format for the change order. Create a format कि ये cost हमारी आ रही है 1, 2, 3, 4 whatever the cost is, and then you will get 15% above it or you will get 10% above it. We'll check the actual cost and we'll add the percentage and give the approval. That will be very easy and very good for the contractor, for the client and the consultant as well, because you have already signed those documents and the system is also accepted by the executor. So then comes the third point. Third point is the single point of contact. So if the contractor or a client can contact one person, project manager or a site engineer, that will be very good for your all kind of flows of your information. So that was it. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye bye.